Like, I got you, girl. And I went to, like, this old, like, I don't know, auto shop. And he fixed my air conditioner for $20.
Tell that
And
motherfucker
some
to come here.
white dude
Did he
charged me,
get that
charged me $200 to, like, even show up to fix my air conditioner.
Do you remember
$20. What?
How did your butt feel later?
Exactly.
Did he get that levy wedding?
No! I didn't. I got none, but like I'm just saying, it was
America's finest do not buy stuff.
$20.
That's pretty amazing. $20.
Yeah,
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
$20.
So you rape
In
us here.
Tacoma, there's like this
Best
like,
bean ever.
best beaner ever.
Best beaner ever.
Oh my god.
Pro immigration.
Well, yeah, not
Calm down there.
yeah, not so
Only
much
this
right
guy will
now.
let stay.
Not so much right now, but yeah, it's been a great weekend. We've been having some fun time with friends. It's been a lot of fun. So thank you everyone for joining us today. And so Annika, did you want to tell your story?
The Columbia guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I can.
Yeah. Why don't you kick it off with your Colombian dude and your friend?
So, two girlfriends of mine went on a cruise to celebrate one of them's getting married, and they were FaceTiming me on the cruise, and they're like, "Hey, we met this guy that works on the ship." I'm all, "Oh, geez, you don't. I would stay far from that." But they're like, "No, he's cool. Okay." So the guy goes out with them, gets them a free bottle of wine. They bought the drink package. So you're allowed to order a drink every 15 minutes.
Oh, shit.
So they bought him a drink. He took the drink, but there's cameras all over the ship. Okay, so keep that in mind. So one night, security came up to them, escorted him away, and then went to their room and were like, "Hey, you can't be hanging out with crew members." And they're like, the one girl that was hooking up with him is like, I'll just call her Kay. Kay was like, "That's my fiance." And he's like, "No, because when you work on a ship and you're going to have guests come, you have to let them know, like, hey, my fiance is coming on the ship. You know, you have to let them know ahead of time."
Yeah,
so
give them a
she
heads
was
up.
like, "Okay, fine, whatever. He's a friend of ours. We've made friends with him, blah, blah, blah." So long story short, they finally port and the dude gets fired.
Whoa.
They wait because they're not going to fire him
On the
mid-trip because then he can go, screw some shit up, right?
Yeah.
So she picks him up and spends the entire day. They've got this awesome chemistry. Their chemistry's on fire. Like, they've got a great connection. They obviously hooked up. And he flies back to Colombia because that's where he lives. Well, and they're, texting, calling each other, FaceTiming.
Bless you.
God bless you. So I think he was home 2 days. And he is like, "I'm going out to a club tonight." And she's like, "Okay." Like, and he silenced his phone. Like,
Okay.
put it on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. Of course he did.
Well, he's in the club. Like,
Well-
are you going to be on the phone?
Well, so then, like, totally ghosted her. So she's like, "What do I do?" Like, and I'm like, "What do you mean? What do you do?" And the dude was like, "I don't want you looking so hot when you go out." And I said, no. This dude wants ownership, but he doesn't want to be owned.
Right.
I straight up told her, drop him like a bad habit.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
You were going to be his ticket to America. Well, guess what, buddy? You're going to stay in Colombia.
He doesn't care.
No, he doesn't care.
No.
So I'm like, I don't even know why you're even questioning this. Kay, if you're listening, don't even question it. Don't even reach out to him again. Done deal.
He was all about the vagine.
Yeah.
And that's obvious.
And just
women
consider it a
understand
great
that.
hookup. You had a good connection.
Yep.
It was on fire, the chemistry, but
Hey, but that's like, okay. That's like different hoes in different area codes. You had a great time when you were at sea.
right.
Now this dipshit goes home to his home country.
she's
Exactly.
Like, we were
He probably has a
talking
wife
about
over there
things.
too.
He probably does have a
He
couple
does
wives.
have
Yeah.
a kid that lives in Florida.
Okay. All right.
So the story gets a little. So this chick got pregnant that was in Florida, had the baby, so she's allowed to stay in America.
Oh, sure.
So that was her. So yeah, there was that. So that's the Columbia guy.
Yes, ladies, we need to.
And don't hook up with guys on cruise ships.
Yeah.
Hey, come on now.
I mean,
if you are, don't get attached. Don't
Right.
catch feelings. Just go have fun.
I mean, not if you're looking for a fucking relationship, dude.
Right. I mean, they do have good balconies on there, but
TikTok ever in their life? Like,
Oh, I went on a cruise and I could have made some ghetto TikToks.
dude,
For real.
really?
Yeah, Carnival? Oh my god. It's like
I
South
want to be
Central
that
on the
chick that
water.
falls off the edge and like it's
You want to be the chick that
No,
falls
you
off
don't
the
want to
edge?
fall off the edge.
yeah, but
You'll
like
get swallowed up by an octopus.
yeah. I want to be on
Or a cute
411
beluga whale.
missing.
Beluga.
Beluga whales. Well, beluga whales are very cute. I will give you that.
They're
Yes.
sweethearts.
Yeah. All right. So after the Colombian dude on the cruise, who wants to talk about some Menendez brothers updates?
Oh yeah, what's the latest with those guys?
So
Free them already.
yes, and it looks like that's going to be happening.
Just let them out.
Because they were resentenced to 50 years to life with the possibility of parole. So they've served, I believe, 35 years now. But now they have the possibility of parole, so they're eligible for parole now. So because they have good behavior, and they've been such model inmates and haven't, created any kind of fucking, issues since they've been in prison, and it's very possible that they're going to get out on parole. So what do we think about that?
I think let them
out, man.
Let the little brothers out already.
And what have I always?
What are you talking? You guys agree that the Menendez brothers should get out?
Yes! Don't you listen to the show?
Thank you. Amen.
What do you mean?
bro?
They were getting their booties
What are you talking about?
molested for how
Yeah,
many
what
years?
they
By their own dad.
Oh, what? They're gonna be rehabilitated and go out into society and
Yes.
make a life? Like really?
Okay, but
We've been
considering the
institutionalized
circumstances,
for like
yes.
ever.
They're going to get a
Considering
job
the
at Best Buy
circumstances,
and
yes.
sell the most TVs you've ever seen.
They weren't.
They're going to break records at Best Buy.
Well, they get rid of the entertainment industry.
That's
But wait a second.
that's great.
They'll be making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
Exactly.
Entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're gonna start their own pod.
They're going to get book
Yeah.
deals. They're going to go on talk shows.
Yeah.
They're going to make money. They're both married.
Oh,
They weren't murderers.
But they killed their parents.
Yes,
but-
they killed their parents because their parents
Okay.
were dropping digits on them on a regular fucking basis.
Yeah. They
And
need it.
I've always said, if I called my brother and I said, "Hey Keith, what are you doing Thursday night? Do you want to go blow mom and dad's heads off in the living room?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll be right there."
He's
Yeah.
your ride or die.
Well, but that's because your parents are fucked up and they were abusing you.
Yes.
And that is,
Yes. And again,
Be like, I've been waiting for you to ask.
I thought you'd never ask,
Yes,
Karen.
and again,
I'll be right over.
we've said 50 times on this podcast, we do not agree with what they did. However, considering the circumstances, we think that they have served their time and that they can come out now.
With their cute little sweaters.
Yes. Yes.
Sweaters.
They went through so much abuse in their lives. They went through crazy fucking
There's
abuse.
like plenty of people that have been through abuse, but
Yes,
like don't
and
like
they
take a
served
shotgun
10
to their
years for
parents.
murder.
bro.
No, I never fucking took a shotgun to fucking any of my abusers either. But they have served over 35 years. They have been model inmates. They have served as counselors and advocates to fucking
Free the brothers.
victims of sexual abuse while they have been in prison.
I know. I think they if prisoners are like in prison for that long a period of time, there's got to be a transition period.
Prison time.
Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be a transition period. Like you can't just release them into society.
Well, there will
and
be.
like,
But
They'll
that's
have
what
to go to
happens.
like be successful.
They'll
like
go
that
to
is
a
like
trans
so stupid.
But they have been
Like what
successful.
the fuck
They
are
have
you
been
guys
successful.
asking like a human being to do? Dude, they got arrested and were in prison. What? When were the Menendez brothers went to jail?
1989.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, the internet like wasn't even like really there.
They've never seen a digital menu at McDonald's.
No, they've never seen a digital menu at McDonald's. Like I am telling you, like what are you?
No.
Like what is he gonna do?
No,
No,
Right,
they
right.
had the brick cell. They had the Gordon Gecko cell phones.
Let's just
At
like
that
They have the Zach Morris cell
financially.
phone.
Yeah. What?
They speak English, and that's just enough for you to get to.
Let's just financially support them in
Exactly.
prison.
Well, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
figure
it's
shit out.
better for.
They weren't even given a fair trial. First of all,
Yeah.
I mean, there's that.
Shoot to the moon here.
Free the brothers.
Hashtag free the Menendez brothers.
Yeah.
Hashtag free the Menendez brothers.
Yeah.
We have always said that they deserve to go free. They've served their time.
Yeah.
They deserve to go free, and now it looks like they might. They might. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, should you murder your parents because they've been abusing you your whole life? No, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Did they handle it the right way? No, they didn't. But considering the circumstances, they've served over 30 years. They've served their time.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, we're having a side conversation over there, so you're going to hear us talking and you're going to hear them talking too. So.
That's right. This is a live guest audience.
Yes.
Live guest. Live guest.
Yes. So because we've got an audience with
in-studio
us
audience.
today. So yeah.
Live.
So let's talk about something that we again disagree on. Karen Reed.
Karen Reed.
Karen Reed is innocent, bro. There's no way that chick hit her.
Karen was cleaning strawberries in her
That's
kitchen.
why it's a mistrial. It's a retrial, bro. Like, there's no evidence.
Well,
whatsoever.
Annika would say, "Who the fuck is Karen Reed?"
Wait, on a group chat. Who?
Wait, Karen who?
Is that your cleaning lady? No, honey. Karen Reed is on trial. for
My
murder.
Avon lady.
Did you say the Avon lady?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a throwback.
No, Karen Reed is not the
Karen.
Avon lady.
No, but she is Casey Anthony hot, which I'm cheering for her.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Like,
You think she's hot?
She's cute. Karen Reed?
Oh yeah.
I'd let
she
her
is
run
great.
over me. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't let her do
But she
that.
has a leaky bunghole.
yeah, she's got IBS.
Yeah, she's got IBS.
Yeah.
Oh,
she
deal's
does.
off. Sorry, Karen Reed.
Oh, hell no.
Irritable bowel syndrome?
Yeah, bro. And the cop, the lead detective, wrote that in a text message, a group chat, and had to read that in fucking court, bro. Like,
Leroy,
and he
fall
said
into this.
she has a
I gotta
leaky
get Leroy.
bunghole.
Balloon knot. She has a leaky
Bowel.
balloon knot.
No, he said he had to read it in
Are you
court.
for reals?
Yes,
Yes.
She's
leaky.
cute.
To who? Like a psychopath.
She's crazy. I'm
She
not
is
saying.
crazy. She's crazy. Yeah.
Leroy
She's a
agrees.
Boston chick, bro.
Totally. I love that you're seeing it.
She is
Dude, but
so.
the lead detective had to read his group chat and all this shit. He was talking shit about this.
But wait a second. I want to know how the cops know
And then
that somebody
she
has
still
irritable
thinks
bowel
that,
syndrome.
We have from the text messages.
What?
From the text message. She
Yeah.
was how the cops know, and I said from the text messages.
She's like, I had to hurry home, so I was going forward. And I
threw it in
knew-
reverse because I had to shit.
because I was going to shit my pants.
For sure.
And I've got nice leather in my Jeep Cherokee or whatever the fuck she
If
was
you
driving.
Alexis!
to have airflow,
Yeah.
it will get in those holes. You'll be fine.
And you don't want like,
You do not want that to happen.
and it's also like, it was cold out. She probably had the heat seater, the
Yeah.
seat heaters on.
The
And
seat
she's like,
heaters.
What a shitty seat.
I know. Like, you don't want to have a massive blowout with your
How could
irritable
you
bowel.
explain that to Lexus?
Oh,
But no,
yeah,
coming
no.
over and being a detective and having to read
Yeah, you don't
group
want that.
chats that you
Yeah,
have to
literally, they're
press,
full of
oh
So
my
that's
God,
why
it's
she was in a
so
hurry.
embarrassing.
She could have had a
That
blackout.
explains
She
for
could
the
have had a
acceleration in reverse.
She's like, I had to get home.
Because I gotta get
had
out of
to
here.
Can
pinch
we talk
the,
about when you over
pinch the cheeks together.
IBS? You're guilty.
But that has to be why IBS was written in the report. No. Why else would that come up?
Well,
She's like,
the
I had to
IBS came
shit.
up when they were
No,
reading
but
the
she could've
text
had a
message
blackout.
receipts
She could've had a
in the
blackout.
trial.
Have you ever
Because,
thought about a blackout when you do shit,
what are the
something
cops-
happens, you don't remember?
No,
well,
I don't think she hit him. Like,
How
I think that guy got in the
I've
house
had
and got in a
blackout.
fight and like.
He's a good boy.
We just have to.
I've had a blackout before where I tried
Don't
to.
say it, Ruth.
Okay, let me explain. I had a blackout when I went to Schooners. And
Same.
I tried.
Everybody blacks out when they go.
Okay, so I had fucking so much alcohol that on the way out, I was trying to make out with this bouncer. Would I ever do that? Never, Carrie.
No,
You know my
Carrie.
character. Never would I do that. And Carrie said I did that, and I don't remember
You
ever
probably
doing that.
roofied.
No, I don't remember doing that. No,
No, you were-
I was with this girls the whole time.
Yeah, I don't think she was roofied. I think you
But,
just had a
but
little
I
too much,
don't
baby.
remember doing what she said I did. She said I pulled the bouncer and I was trying to make out with
What's
him.
happening right now?
But that's what I tried to do, and I was like,
Okay, but
But
no.
was he a good kisser or no?
But you didn't say
I
no.
don't know.
I
I shouldn't do this. I have IBS. It's not gonna happen.
Wait, you have IBS?
I don't think she had a reason to know him. I really don't.
I think we need to just rely on what the medical examiner's report
Dude, there's
said.
no
which-
impact.
There's
This
no
guy
reason.
had no bruising.
Yeah.
No bruising, just scratches on his arm.
Yeah, if you were hit by
And
a
then
car,
he had a
You would have
he had an abrasion on the
You'd
back
be
of his
messed
head
up.
and 2 black eyes and like scars there. That's it. No bruising on his ribs.
Yeah.
No bruising on his
That'd be
thighs.
like
Nothing. Dude, like if you're gonna get hit by a car, dude, you're gonna definitely have bruising. Like in your back, if you landed. Nothing. That guy was beat up.
Leroy wants some
Well, they're saying she ran him over, but the medical examiner's report says his injuries were not consistent with a car accident. So there you go. Let's just rely on that.
Run over, there's tire tracks on your body.
That too.
Yes.
There was
None of
nothing.
those.
There was none of
Get
that.
run
So
over.
I think this dude just slipped and hit his head in snow, or got beat up in the house, and he died from multiple skull fractures or a basilar skull fracture. What blunt
He did have
force?
skull fractures?
He had
No,
blunt.
he had one slit in the back of his head.
I was gonna say, what
So
if
he
he
hit
went over
his
his
back of his head, and then I guess
He had
that
black
caused the raccoon eyes.
Yeah, raccoon eyes from a
Basilar skull fracture.
basilar
Yeah.
skull fracture, but
Oh yeah. Look at
But
the
and then you should see like he's got like scratches, like but they're like puncture wounds. I think it's a dog.
It's not a dog.
And Anna's like, no, it's not a dog.
It's not a dog.
It looks like he was
It's not a
bleeding
dog.
his elbow out.
No,
and, like,
because
the dog was
these
attacking him.
lacerations are not parallel. Dogs don't attack with their claws; they attack with their canines, and the marks are not parallel.
Yeah.
It would be
What are you
parallel.
talking about? The
Show them the picture.
Okay.
Show them the picture.
All right, here. You know.
I need to see the report.
All right.
Leroy, what do you think, Leroy?
Leroy. Look at this asshole.
he's so cute.
And plus, they found no canine
good little
DNA
boy.
on his body. So there's that.
So you're acclimated.
All right. Are we moving on to the?
Annika's
Yeah.
only filming my tits live.
Oh,
currently.
dang.
Yeah. She's only had it.
I mean, nobody's gonna
tits
complain
down.
about that.
Oh, about the shirt.
What's going on with the Tylenol?
All right. Tell me.
Well, we'll get there as soon as we finish this argument. Which we're arguing about this for like the last year.
You're kind of have medical.
Oh, wow. That's not from a car.
Yeah.
Not
Free
the dog
Karen
either.
and free the brothers.
Wait, can I touch it? Wow. What are we talking about?
That's
Maybe
not
he's
a
a cutter. Maybe he's a cutter.
Not on the outside,
Probably.
probably.
That is not from being.
Inside? What are you talking
I think
You're
it was
not
an
cutting
accident.
yourself
It
out
was
here.
some
You're
kind of
cutting yourself
accident.
inside,
But
right?
he cut himself out there, so it's not obvious.
Those are puncture wounds. That's a dog.
That's
bro.
pretty deep, especially how do you do a dog like scratch with teeth?
They're saying
And
that
dogs
was
don't
from
attack with
a
their
tail light.
claws.
That's from a tail light.
And those
being
are
hit.
puncture wounds, yeah. Who said it was a dog?
Thank you. It's not a dog. It's not a dog.
Karen Reed's thing is saying that he got attacked by.
That's
a dog.
what the defense is trying
But
to say.
is that a tail light? Like when you get hit by a tail light, do you get all that?
No, especially that wide of an area.
Especially like this, what are you gonna be like?
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not
No.
doing this.
He wasn't
No,
run
'cause
over
you
by a
probably
car
didn't
and he
even-
wasn't attacked by a dog. There was something else that happened.
Was he drinking heavily?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, he was way.
So
everybody
he
was
was
wasted. All those
wasted
cops,
and
everybody
he
was
ate
partying.
shit.
Exactly.
He
Yeah, this was
tumbled
some
a
kind of
bush.
accident. Yeah,
He tumbled
a bush.
through a bush.
It was a bush.
That's a serious.
It was bush club all day long.
Serious.
I don't even want to mess with that bush.
It's not your kind of bush.
That's
No, ma'am.
It wasn't Carrie's bush.
No, sir.
Dead,
Dead bush.
frozen bushes.
Dead bush.
I hate frozen bush.
You think it's
Yeah,
from
see,
the
that's not a
bush?
dog.
Frozen bush. That's
If they think they're trying to say it was a dog because the people who own the house
I think he
weren't
came
home their
out of
dog
the house and
afterwards.
fell into a
So they're
bush.
trying to say that's why it was a dog.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Those are pretty deep lacerations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me
Those aren't
about
scratches.
it. Those
I've
aren't
been I've been
scratches.
fucked up by a rose bush.
There's no way that they're claiming that the tail light caused that damage.
No, a
No.
tail light wouldn't
Did
do
you
that.
not think
So
the
they
tail
have
light?
DNA on the tail light?
Tail lights aren't.
They
Her
said
tail light-
that
her tail light
no.
was damaged, but
that
not.
Not is there blood? Is there
examined.
DNA on the tail light?
No,
No.
well, no.
Yeah, that's why it's
But
undetected.
they said there was tail light like on his sweater, like
There was a little bit, yeah, but not enough to warrant, him being backed over by the fucking car, And there was also video footage of her driveway or his driveway that showed her backing up her car and hitting something.
Hitting his car.
She hit his
Yeah.
car.
So I mean
Yeah.
that would explain
So that
why her
taillight
taillight was
could have been
damaged.
damaged prior to
Prior to
her.
the-
Would
Yeah.
there be like something to his car or heat transfer from his car?
That's a good point. I don't-
murder stuff, but like, I mean, if there's no DNA on the taillight, how are they linking it?
That's the thing is that the prosecution is grasping at straws here.
They said she
They have no
backed up
evidence.
going 24 miles per hour and hit
Yeah.
him.
That's
24
pretty
miles
specific.
an hour.
Yeah.
Because they
You could
You
maintain your footing at 24 miles an hour. Like,
That's
just be
facts.
like,
I mean, backing up at 24 hours a day.
That's
I mean,
fast.
That's
Who
facts.
backs
not if
up?
you're drunk, but you're still gonna be like that.
Morgan right now at 24 miles an hour.
Who backs up at 24 miles per hour?
That's
That's
facts.
very specific.
I mean, I
24.
did
Well, that's
one
what
time
Because they
when I
had
saw a
forensic
lady
dude
walking
check
a raccoon.
the record of her car, which I didn't even know that was possible.
Open the window.
You saw a lady walking around.
Yeah, it's
I
warm
was-
in here. Thank you. Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was
Guys,
just
all right,
a
let's
hot
move
flash.
It's not that hot.
All right, next subject.
All
Karen's
right.
free. Brothers are free.
So right now,
it keeps
for
getting paused.
right now for Karen, there is
My
her
life
trial,
keeps
her second trial is still pending. The test, basically, there's no updates. There are no updates. Yeah, and that's it. So trial's expected to continue with the defense wrapping up its case potentially as early as next week. So we'll see what happens with that.
Thank you, darling.
Tylenol murders.
Oh, damn. Ooh, the Tylenol
Revisiting the
murders.
Tylenol murders because they recently released a documentary on Netflix and a couple other places as well. Who of us are familiar with this?
Not
Besides me and I know Annika's not.
Okay, well, you're saying that the someone spiked some Tylenol with cyanide
Yes, so several bottles of Tylenol
in the early '80s.
in the very early 80s in 1982. Are you guys gonna go play with?
Yeah, right.
The drawer, second from the bottom, has the cold dildo.
Yes.
Yeah,
they're
second
cold.
to the bottom, cold
They're nice and
dildo.
cold for you.
It's probably not cold anymore because my goddamn house doesn't have air conditioning. Oh, just like Morgan's little dick truck.
In my
Okay.
refrigerator.
So
Damn it.
anyhow, in certain parts of Illinois and or
Second
excuse me,
drawer.
My son's gone.
Oh. Second drawer.
certain parts of Pennsylvania and Texas, and also in Chicago. You know what I meant. There was a series of poisoning deaths via Tylenol.
What was I?
Hey, y'all, can we focus over here?
Oh, yeah,
please?
yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
Tylenol. So they were laced with other stuff?
With
Cyanide.
cyanide. So this was back in the days when these jars didn't have tamper-proof caps. So you could just literally go into the store and open it without having to remove like 5,000 different other things. Like it wasn't in like a sealed box. And then inside it didn't have the tamper-proof wrapper and then all the cotton and the fucking tear-off thing on the bottle and all of that bullshit. It was just literally, you could just open the bottle, right?
Oh, so it's just the screw-off cap and then...
Exactly.
Okay.
And then they were also those pills that were like, it was a capsule. So you could just literally open it and the Tylenol powder was inside.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So Tylenol, Johnson & Johnson immediately took no responsibility for this
Of course
whatsoever.
they did. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
Immediately took no responsibility for this. And they, it was assumed, because what happened was it killed 3 siblings in one day.
Oh, shit.
In one day. So this one person, the first person, I believe it was a woman, she had a headache, she took some Tylenol, died
fuck.
almost immediately.
So her headache left, too.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Called the ambulance, and then fucking the brother was next, and then the other brother was next, and that's the only reason why they linked it to Tylenol. My computer is
They all
haunted.
had headaches?
I don't remember what the symptoms were.
They probably had
They-
one had a headache, one had a fever, one
Yeah,
had
I don't
some
know.
tooth pain or
But
something.
they took Tylenol for whatever their symptom was, and all 3 of them died. And that's the only reason why they decided to investigate the Tylenol, because they thought that the first one was some kind of a heart attack. Because cyanide poisoning, they're not going to check. If someone dies, they're usually not going to check for cyanide
But just
poisoning
that
in
little
a young
tiny
person.
bit would kill somebody?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, dude, cyanide?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
A little bit.
potassium.
It's like, it was
cyanide.
almost like fentanyl back in the day.
Yeah. It was potassium.
You're like news to me.
I've been taking that for years.
Never felt better.
Yeah, so these things were fucking gnarly, and it kept happening. and they blamed this one dude, and he's like, nah, man, I didn't have nothing to do with it. And Johnson & Johnson kept saying, like, no, we're gonna reinforce our capsules, we're gonna reinforce our bottles, and that's where the tamper-proof bottle came from. Wow. They just thought that one dude went into, like, a pharmacy and tampered with one bottle, but then people kept dying. And so that's when Johnson & Johnson kept coming out and saying, no, man, it's not us, we didn't have anything to do with it, but we're gonna create the tamper-proof bottle. So they create the tamper-proof bottle.
And stuff some cotton in there?
Well, they put, they have this seal on top.
The seal,
and then they
cotton.
have the tamper-proof thing around the bottle.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's in a sealed box.
Oh, okay.
So that's when all of that came out. But then people still died after that. Johnson & Johnson still doesn't take responsibility for it. They said there's no cyanide in our factory. There's no cyanide happening anywhere in our factory. We'll come to find out, yes, there is.
Oh.
There is cyanide in the Johnson & Johnson factory.
Okay, but how did they ever get to the bottom of like?
No, they never found out who did this.
Oh, because they were just like,
back up. How's it resurfacing?
It's a cold case, and for some reason, someone at Netflix or someone who is in the entertainment world decided that we're just going to revisit this cold case. I think the relatives of the deceased people are they want to make sure that these people are not forgotten and that
because you know what, a lot of this shit gets covered up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sorry to say.
Yep.
The fucking medical world is sold out.
Oh fuck yeah.
Are we gonna talk about the dad that killed his 3 kids and he's like missing yet?
Yeah, that's a gnarly one too. But basically, all of these people were killed, and the dogs are playing right now. They're happy.
So cute.
They're happy
little
podcasting
escape
dogs.
artists.
But it's a
Get
really,
over here, Leroy.
It's a really interesting documentary to watch. But yeah, no one was ever caught for this.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because this shit actually happened. Mm-hmm. So there means that there is bridge somewhere.
Yep.
I'm saying it right. Bridge. Somewhere in their company.
Yes.
Causing this.
Yeah.
Yes. Someone is responsible or was responsible in the Johnson & Johnson factory.
Like it wasn't.
Yeah, for tainting, these bottles of Tylenol.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, my computer is like fucking haunted right now.
That's freaky.
So yeah, Morgan, you want to talk about this dad now? That dad is dead now, right?
oh yeah, you're.
That killed his 3 daughters.
Wait, they found him?
No, I thought he was dead. Is he not dead?
No, like I think he's still MIA. Like they went camping in a national forest. Remember
And you want to go camping with us?
Oh, I love camping. I think he's gone. Or like he's like MIA. Like I don't think they found him.
I'll take a pine cone
you know what I'm talking about? The guy.
Dude, that is so fucked.
He went camping,
I
killed
know,
his 3
those
kids,
poor
and then like
babies.
he's still missing.
What?
Like,
Can we
why?
talk about the mom and her, like...
Okay,
Yeah,
this dude was living in his car, and you're gonna let your 3 little girls go visit him?
There's parenting time,
There's
bro.
a lot of, law stuff that makes you send your kids with shitty people.
No. But here's the thing, I know you can't, a divorced family, you can't even have your kid go over to the home unless they have a separate bedroom for your kid to sleep in.
That's not true. So,
Really?
social services and child protective services and the law says as long as you're providing your child with the means that you can.
Because I have people that will rent from us and be like, no, I need to have at least a 2-bedroom because my kids won't be able to come over unless I have another bedroom. Yeah.
Yeah. If a homeless
That's
family
crazy.
can provide a shelter for their children,
How is a
that's
car
all
a
they can
shelter?
provide for them,
Oh, because it's
then that's sufficient.
because it's literally
that's
a
all
roof
they
over
can
your
have.
head.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's super fucked, and it
I would
doesn't
take
make
my
any
kids out of the
sense to
country
us,
if I...
But
Hell no.
Yeah.
If they...
They said for all 3 sisters likely to be
And
asphyxiation.
he's still missing, and they think he's on a trailhead.
They were found in his pickup truck, I guess.
at the campsite where he was supposedly
yes.
living.
Where he was living?
Yes.
Was the mom staying at the same campsite?
No, the
No,
mom
she-
has a home. They're
Yeah.
They were divorced, so
They went with him for visitation.
yeah.
Oh, my God.
Damn, that's shitty.
This kind of shit is so devastating. You send your children with your father probably because...
It was a court order.
With their father, excuse me, because they had to. Because it was ordered by the court. And then all 3 of your kids are fucking killed. I can't imagine anything more brutal to have to deal with.
Yeah, what a fucking asshole.
I can't even imagine.
Fucking find him.
Yeah,
No,
and they
he's on
can't
the,
find him.
I'm sure he is hanging from a tree somewhere.
Yeah, I think he's dead.
God, I hope so.
Yeah.
Although I hope he's not. I hope they do catch him and he gets tortured in jail.
That would be the best thing.
Yeah.
That would be ideal,
Yeah.
honestly. Because,
But a coward like that, he's gonna probably just take himself out.
yeah, they're offering a $20,000 reward for any information.
And they're blaming it on the military because he's a veteran.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, shit.
Get out of here.
So, okay.
But the mom is saying that he's tried to get help for his mental instability.
Then why? Wait, if he
Because
had
the
mental.
court is ordering it, and you can.
But if he's not mentally there, why are they allowing these kids to go see him
Because it's a
alone?
court order, and the court does not care about the other
that's
parent being
sick.
unstable, paying their child support, none of that.
The
They're
justice system fails us over.
Oh, yeah.
and
Over and over. That's horrible.
And over again when it comes to
The
child
justice
custody,
system fails
when
babies,
it comes
for
to
sure.
fucking crimes, when it comes to convicting people, we are failed by the justice system over and over and over and over again. And it's maddening. It's absolutely maddening.
Mm-hmm.
These poor girls. And I'm sure this guy was sick and should have been institutionalized or been hospitalized or something. But no, we'll just give his daughters to him. Yeah.
Well, and to think they're 3 separate girls, like he couldn't have done all 3 at the same time, so the other 2...
Exactly.
I had to watch that shit.
Yeah.
And like knew that they were next. And that's super fucked up. Oh my god.
Terrible. So, who wants to talk about Sherry Papini?
Oh,
Another crazy bitch on our docket.
Yeah, she is nuts.
Morgan, whose glasses are those?
I thought they were yours.
No, they're not mine.
Are they yours? I don't know. I
Well, they look
tried them
great
and
on
I
you.
can see.
She can see. Now she can look at her phone
They
normal.
look really good on you.
Yeah.
though. Like, I really
They are
like
cute.
your
Can
color.
you read my phone?
Okay.
Can you read
Yeah,
it?
you're good. You're good.
Sherry, though.
Sherry, who?
Who the hell's Sherry, damn it?
Monica goes, who?
8:39, baby.
That's
Faked her
right.
Oh!
Another crazy bitch who faked her kidnapping.
Bro, I wear bifocals,
I should
bro.
pick my
I remember my husband. I got
would.
new glasses.
I'd be the first one to find you, brother.
I got new glasses, and my husband looked at me, and I tried them on, and like they're like the thick. My glass, like when
So
I
you
got
watched the
my
whole
glasses.
Sherry Papini documentary.
I did.
And
yes.
did you come to the conclusion that she is still a fucking loon?
Yes.
Who?
Yes. I watched the whole thing.
Who's
that
Sherry Patina?
Sherry Papini, the one who faked her kidnapping.
Oh, I don't.
So, okay, yes, I watched her documentary that is filmed from her point of view. It's a docu-series. I believe there's 3 episodes. It's on HBO.
Okay.
And I watched this. I'm like, okay, I'm interested to hear her point of view. I want to hear from her side what actually happened, what really happened. Quote,
What
unquote.
happened? Well, you see, I faked my kidnapping.
Exactly. Well, she goes into it like the first episode, she's like, yeah, I want to tell the truth. The world doesn't know the truth. Okay, so her truth is that her ex-boyfriend actually did kidnap her. And that he actually did brand those words into her back without her permission. That he actually did hit her with these fucking hockey pucks and cause all of this damage to her body. And that somehow he did just magically let her go. But she does admit to having an affair with him.
Right.
An emotional affair.
Okay.
And that's why he came up and kidnapped her, because he was like obsessed with her. And that she was trying to break it off. But she had agreed to meet with him though, because she said that she had agreed to meet with him because she was going to break it off with him.
Oh, okay. So then when she met with him, he kidnapped her.
Exactly.
Allegedly.
Yes.
She's crazy.
But the more you watch, as the episodes go on, she starts getting caught in so many lies.
Oh, okay, so she's starting to get tripped up in her
Yes.
own bullshit.
Yes.
All right. Like we didn't know that was gonna happen.
I tried going about this, trying to understand it more from her end, like maybe from like a victim's perspective. I really wanted to hear her side of the story and really understand what is it like to be her. What did she go through?
Right.
And
she's just a fucking empty bag, dude.
She's full of shit, man. They caught her in so many fucking lies.
So people were asking follow-up questions,
yes.
And she was just like stumbling all
so
over.
Many times they're like, "Wait a minute, you just told us that you said this, but yesterday you said this."
And she's like, "No, I didn't."
They did that so many different times in that documentary.
I wanted to push that button, but I don't.
What button?
Yeah, Carrie.
And then her psychologist comes on there saying, oh yeah, well she's had trauma in her childhood. So exactly. She's had trauma in her childhood, so this causes her to lie and then cover up and then cover up and then cover up.
Normal people don't fucking lie, whether they've had trauma or not.
I mean, everybody lies. You have to get through life lying at some point. I mean, everybody lies.
Well,
here
sure,
and
you
there,
tell your pregnant
but
wife, "You
normal
look great,
people
babe."
don't fake it. But I mean,
Like you said when I was wearing these glasses,
Hey.
those look great.
You look great in those
Wait,
glasses.
Carrie, I really wanted to push that button, but I didn't know what it was, so I was afraid to.
What button?
what
In your
button?
bathroom by your towel.
Oh, that just heats up the water.
That button is what the closet that opens with all the dildos.
Hey, I already know that.
Don't
I've already
push it.
seen that drawer.
It's gonna be the revolving door
Bring out the
dildo.
cold dildos. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
it's refrigerated, so when you turn them around, they're all cold, and then you can.
So if I'm ever here and you need to take a shower, can I push the button?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can go for
But
it.
like,
Oh.
So basically, she's still a fucking liar. I encourage everybody to watch that documentary. She also says that her husband was abusive to her, and that he was completely controlling of her, and that it wasn't her children weren't taken from her, that her husband stole her children from her, and that she has no control over their visitation, and she's not allowed to talk to them. And okay, fine.
All right, sure, Sherry.
Yeah.
We believe you.
It's very sad.
Sherry's levy is definitely dry.
Yes, it's definitely dry. Yeah. So, who saw the French president get smacked?
Yeah! Face Paul.
Well, those two lovebirds, I'm sure they just had a little argument.
Little lovers quarrel there.
yeah, he probably said some like really shitty thing, and he like got what he deserved.
Oh, good grief.
Dude, you haven't shoved your husband's face? Like,
No, I have not. I have never shoved my husband's
oh my
face.
god, you're so
Shoved
innocent.
it where?
Like she didn't slap him. And
Yes, she did.
Oh my god.
She fucking face palmed him, dude.
like
yeah.
a basketball, like bop.
And what
Like
she
you're
did was
fucking
like, that was abuse. If a man did that to you, it would be abuse. So it's the same
Dude,
way.
Anna, you can't even sit there and say like you never like.
I
Have you
can.
ever shoved his
I
face?
I have never done that to my husband. Have you done that to your husband?
Yes,
Not
I
with my
have.
hand.
No, I've never done that with my. No, yeah, with my. Yeah, no, not with my hand. No.
I have. Like I'm just like, ugh. Like what are you talking about? Like
No, I've
That's
never laid my
abusive. Why would you
hand
do that?
abusively on anybody.
that was not abuse. That was
Well,
not
anybody
abuse,
that I
dude.
was
Come on, dude. You guys are making it
involved
out.
with.
I think you need therapy, bro. Like that is abuse, and you cannot do that to people.
What?
Yes. You think that's normal to shove your hand in someone's face like that?
you're not.
Yeah, like I grew up. Yeah, like I grew up with my dad. Like.
Still not normal.
We're gonna call Mark right now.
Yeah, where's Mark?
What are you talking about?
Get Mark on the
that was
phone.
not abuse.
What are you doing?
Yes, it was. My parents beat the crap out of me too. None of that was normal.
Oh my god, bro.
Damn,
Well,
I
you're
was-
on live.
Maybe
but
that's
I
why
get
I'm
it,
into
but,
spankings.
No, like.
I never got beat.
I mean,
I don't know, like people like fight, like.
don't you
that's
think that was at least aggressive? Like,
No.
like if one of us,
But
like,
did it?
let's just say that we're arguing.
Did it turn
and
on
I, and I
I
just
thought
walk
it
up
was
to you
like
and
caught
shove.
in like a rare moment, but like I don't think that like this fucking poor French president was like abused. No, like I think this chick was like, shut the fuck up and like grabbed his mouth. Like,
Well,
whatever.
I need to see this.
Are you
clip. This
supposed
is
to be
great.
like face palming people like that though?
I mean,
I would
I
say
don't know. I'm Hispanic, so yes.
I mean, maybe it's somebody's kink, but I don't think it was in that moment. Like he looked pretty fucking shocked.
I don't think
I don't
there
think
was any
that's
abuse
okay.
there, dude.
I
But
was-
like,
but
but
I-
it was like.
If it was
let's
the other
just
way
say it
around,
was
you'd
the
be in
other way
jail right
around, and you saw him like fucking
He'd
do that
be
to her
like
face.
demoted from
yeah.
his position, and people would be like putting him in prison.
Yep.
Because it's a woman, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, she was on her period, or she was pissed. Not okay. You can't face palm people like that.
I would
Yeah.
say
She's in menopause. Like,
Oh yeah, it's her
Have you
period.
done that to your husband before?
But I would say, hey babe, we're getting off the plane right now.
Let's
Can you
bang.
fucking reel it in before I walk
Dude, you
down the
guys
goddamn
live in
steps?
like a perfect relationship where like
No.
that-
not true.
like
No.
and like you
I
guys
was
don't
thinking-
like grab
Like
someone's
that,
fucking
like-
face like in
No.
I don't think if
Why would you
anyone
lay
was in a
hands on
relationship,
someone like that?
face-palming would be okay.
No. You
No,
can't
no,
lay
I
hands on people like
I've
that.
never-
I've never had my hands laid on me.
no,
Like
but
that?
like it didn't seem like that though. It didn't seem like she slapped him. It seemed like she like tried to grab his
Like in a
mouth.
sexual way?
I'm digging some crazy
That is
pictures.
not Mile High Club shit right here. Sorry.
No.
And it's inappropriate. We're not
And
mile
if
high
it
anymore. We're on
was,
the
I'd be
ground.
for it, but like
Yeah.
that wasn't that.
I think you guys are like in a healthy relationship. Clearly, I wasn't.
Is that offensive? You're
No.
They gotta
No, but I
turn
don't
that
think it
shit
has
off.
to do with being in a healthy relationship.
Right.
I have a feeling that it was like, oh my god, she just fucking embarrassed me in front of all these people.
No,
And
but
now
like
have
I
to,
don't think that was
backpedal.
intended. I don't think that was intended. The door open and like they were in like.
No, they certainly didn't want anyone to see it.
Yeah.
She was sent off to make cornbread that night.
Yeah.
Baby, churn butter. Let's go.
No, that's aggressive, and no one should lay their hands on people like that.
Oh, that's a good one.
If my husband did that to me,
What is the name of it? I will look it up.
The French president.
Yeah.
French president gets.
Okay, well, we clearly have differing views on that.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Pride Month being replaced with Veterans Month?
Let's do it!
I
Hell
love it.
yeah!
I'm here for it.
Hell yeah!
Pride month. Pride
Yeah.
month. Freedom to the whole country.
I love my faggots, but you know what?
Veterans, come on. They
I-
fight for our fucking freedom.
Right? Yeah. We would not be here free. They need to be celebrated.
That's right. I'm gonna celebrate.
I mean,
Glenda
we don't get a month for being straight. What the?
I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
my tacos.
No.
You're my favorite.
No, I'm good.
You're my favorite
good.
freedom.
No,
In my world.
No. Baby, she didn't have no tacos.
You didn't have no tacos. She had some.
I really don't care about Pride Month. It's not something that bothers me.
Oh, you want to talk about Pride Month?
But I think that veterans should have
We've
a
been
month.
talking about it.
Yes, I do. I think that
Veterans
veterans
need a month. Damn it.
When we first moved to Los Angeles in like 1986 or something like that, we lived in Westwood in an apartment.
You guys did. I
Yeah.
don't even know this one.
I didn't
And
know
my
this.
dad, because we were living in New Mexico, I have like a trailer, and like
Marky.
he moved our family to Los Angeles because he was looking for a house,
Straight
obviously in
from
La
the border.
Crescenta. And
house.
yeah, on Los Olivos.
Los Olivos, the first
yeah,
one.
the first house.
Yeah.
So
By my Los
my dad like was so excited to move us to
29
LA, and we were in an apartment, and he had Berlin and I. And there was a parade, and my dad was so excited to take us. He had Berlin, like me on his shoulders, and Berlin,
Wait,
in Westwood, and
Yeah.
like, dude, my dad took us to like a straight up gay parade, dude, and my dad was like, "What is going on here?"
And then as soon as Mark
I
got
would
there, he
have
probably said,
died
"It's all a bunch
to
of
see Mark
goddamn
At
faggots."
a parade.
that must have been
Yeah, I remember that.
So Mark just thought it was a
And you
parade.
guys were
Yeah.
like, oh, look at the rainbows.
He thought it was like just a regular parade.
Well,
That's so
good-
funny.
surprise, Mark.
Yeah.
Shit.
Look, Mommy,
get me
it's
the
a chick
fuck
with a
outta here.
dick.
Oh my god.
No, it was like Berlin asked about like this guy wearing chaps with no underwear, dude. Like, chaps. But my dad looked at my mom and was like, "What kind of parade is this?"
Susan, what kind of bullshit is this?
Oh yeah,
Mommy,
yeah.
there's pork and beans.
Oh my god, I love that. How do I not know that? That is fucking great.
Dude, in 1986,
Oh my god.
Okay, guys,
That's
so
funny.
we are rapidly running out of time.
Oh, no.
Carrie, I
Let's
gotta hear
roll
about this
quick.
blazing harmonica.
Oh, the blazing harmonicas. Okay, this is a
Because
great...
that sounds like a sexual position with someone with an STD.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Whoa!
It actually
You don't want shit on fire.
No,
Bad day.
it wasn't that. It was when I was back driving ambulances at AMR, we picked up some asshole who was drunk, and he had like one of those little neck holder things that held the harmonica. Mm-hmm. And so the cops are there with him, and we're like, "All right, man, can you get on the gurney?" And he's like, "All right, I'll go with you guys." And he's like blowing into the harmonica. I'm like,
We're taking this off.
well, I just left it. So we put him in the back, and then he starts talking shit, and I have a paramedic back there, and this guy's like, "What the fuck, bro? You're in West Hollywood. Does that mean you're a fucking faggot?" And he's like, and I'm sitting behind him in the jump seat, and I'm like, and so then the county guy gets kind of pissed off, and now he's like throwing shots back at the guy. And I'm like, dude, are you really? This guy's drunk. Fucking leave him alone. He's got a goddamn harmonica.
Choke him with the harmonica.
And he's just like, fuck you guys, dude. I can take both of you fucking faggot pussies. And I'm like, and so then,
Go figure.
So then-
That's great.
so then he starts getting more and more amped up and pissed off. And so I grab a pillowcase and I fucking sling it around his neck and I fucking choke him out.
Shut up.
Yeah. Because dude,
What?
he went after the medic. Like he lunged at him. So I grabbed him and I fucking choke him out and I've got him. And I'm telling the medic, like, start your IV, dude. And he's like, he's turning purple. I go, do you want to fucking start your IV now? Do it.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna let this motherfucker go. And he's like kind of he can't even get down to his heart.
Put him to sleep. Put him to sleep.
So he started a line. I let him go. And there was no more of this fucking harmonica bullshit in between shit talking. Oh, fuck both of you guys.
Oh man, that's
Wow.
Super irritating.
What do you guys think about destination weddings?
Selfish and rude.
Agreed.
It is rude if you have a huge family, because then what?
I
Are
mean,
we
like,
taking all the kids?
if
Or
you
one
guys,
fucking friends that
like-
can't afford to come.
like
yeah,
for
I
instance, if you guys get an invitation in the mail from one of your friends, they're getting married, and the wedding is in, let's just say,
Aruba.
Aruba.
I don't want to go there.
or
It's going to be Natalie Holloway.
How cute.
What's your first? Yeah. What's your first thought on that?
Fuck, this is gonna be expensive, but let's rally.
I think if the
But
family
it would
pays
have
for
to be
it,
like a 5-year.
Sure, if they
and
pay
like
for
fees
it.
or something.
But I've
That's
never
fine,
been
so
invited to a
family can afford
destination
to go.
wedding where it's been paid
5
for.
years. That's
Or
like
2
marriage,
years.
kids, and divorce all wrapped up in 5
Yeah,
years.
that's true.
I'd be like, save your money, don't get married.
As long as, if I'm going to
They should just
Aruba,
elope.
so ridiculous.
I don't think that if you have a destination wedding, it should be because you're eloping and maybe inviting your parents
You
or something.
know,
I don't
Brenda.
think that you should expect.
And you're really rich, badass friends. that
Yeah.
have, like your ride or dies.
Exactly. Like that's something that only rich people should do. You know?
Or people with rich
Or
friends.
go and
My bad.
go and do your
Every
wedding
podcast it
in
happens.
your Aruba. Have fun
How about
there.
you
Yeah.
go get married
And then
your
come
fancy
back and have a
place
party.
and have a rager when you get back.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Don't expect people.
Yes.
I mean,
Or put it out there if you want to come watch
weddings are already
us.
kind of fucked because you have people that are like your bridesmaids or whatever, and they have to buy this shitty dress that they're never gonna wear again. It's like so much. Then they have to throw you a bachelorette party or a bachelor party,
A shower,
and then
all that.
like shower,
Such a-
and then this thing and this other thing.
What a
And
pain
it
in the
costs a
ass.
fuck
Yeah,
ton of
I'd
money.
never do it
So
again.
how about you just have a wedding where you bring people in and you just shower them with fucking awesome shit? Like,
Yeah.
Come to our wedding, drink a bunch
I'm
of
down. I'll go to your
alcohol,
guys'
play
wedding,
games,
okay?
Have fun.
Am I
have
invited?
A bad time.
Yeah,
And
there
then-
was like a wedding where I saw where, like, I went to a wedding. It was really cool. Like, You sign up to an app, and she didn't hire a photographer. It was like an app, and you just take pictures throughout.
And you
the wedding.
upload them to the app.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And you have fun.
And then
you
like
drink
everybody
alcohol.
like uploaded
that's a
like
good
photos, and then she like had it like
Almost made that.
she had Krispy Kremes. Like they have like their own little cake, but it was like not like a gigantic cake or anything like that. They made it super cute, and everyone lined up their RVs and campers, and that was beautiful.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
fun.
Well, because I've
man
been
and
invited
woman.
to a couple destination
Have you
weddings.
been one
like,
of those?
and none of them. I haven't been able to go to any of them.
Is that good?
You know,
No, still eating it.
to me, it's like, and I've wanted to go to them because they've been very, very good friends of mine. I've wanted to go, but I couldn't.
Yeah. Definitely couldn't in my 20s.
Yeah, exactly. One of them was when I was in my 20s,
Yeah,
and
there's
I'm
no
like,
way.
how am I supposed to make this happen?
And
You know,
also,
I mean,
I'll go to Aruba with my hot friends only if Joran Vandersloot is not there. Because I don't want one of you bitches getting
Okay,
fucking
so I
killed.
just pulled that out of my ass, but I feel like it's rude to invite your, like, what if your friends are poor and they can't afford to fucking come?
yeah.
And
I'll,
then they're
I'll
like,
give you a
"I'm sorry,
gift.
I can't
Yeah.
celebrate you. I
And
love
bring you a
but I
gift.
can't
Yeah.
be in love with you.
Yeah.
Celebrate your divorce.
I'll do.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you have a divorce party,
You went. I'm down.
I just think it's kind of fucked
I
up.
actually offered to throw Sam Ralston a divorce party.
Dude, I would have gone to that party.
Oh my god.
Let's
I
do
hated
it.
that guy.
Let's.
And I said,
She's like, aren't you going to come to my after wedding?
I said, honey, I'll throw you a divorce party when you get rid of this asshole.
Yeah, right?
And
Like-
please don't reproduce with him, but you did, so whatever.
I just think that's kind of fucked up to expect your friends to come and spend a bunch of money. I mean, if you're loaded and you're gonna bring everybody, that's
Sure.
cool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you're commoners like us, you cannot expect people
Yeah.
to come. to
I'll be
your
a hoe on
wedding.
a boat in my
Especially
20s.
once people start having kids and everything like that, then you gotta, factor all the
You gotta
kids
tell
coming
people
and
don't bring your
everything.
kids because they're expensive and pay for that.
Yeah. But some guy at work was just telling me like, oh, I gotta bring my kids. I'm like, they can't stay with grandma and grandpa. No, my
Yeah, like,
wife's
what the
breastfeeding. I'm like,
Okay, leave the wife home. then.
yeah, tell her I'll see you in 3 days, honey. That's not good.
Most wives wouldn't be okay.
I
with
just
that.
think that's rude and it's very like that expectation is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it's hard, and a lot of people I've seen a lot of people end up, getting really offended and really frustrated because one by one, all of their RSVPs are going downhill, and it's just kind of like, well, like, what did you expect? You have like this wedding in another country, and it's not everybody can make it. It's rough, but
Oh, I have a question. What do you guys think about people that do like we don't want gifts, we just want you to pay for our honeymoon?
I did that.
Oh, that's fine.
I think that's
Is that
okay.
cool?
A lot. I don't really care.
I think that's great.
A lot of people think it's tacky, but I asked for what I did at my wedding. We asked for donations, and it was your choice or not. And
Well, because otherwise, am I going to get you a Mikasa gravy boat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we were already established. We had a home and everything, and it was just like
Gravy bowl.
donate if you wish, and we actually made a lot of money by that. But anyways, on that note, we are out of time. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Aruba.
We will bring a new episode to you soon. Thank you, everybody, for being
out.
here. Until next time, enjoy your side boob
And your happy hour.
everybody.
Where did this come from? What is that? There were balloons. There were balloons.
Maybe other people sent balloons.
Oh,
I'll take a water.
Thank you, everybody, for being with us.
okay.
Find our new episode on Spotify, on YouTube, and right here on Instagram. Love you guys.